This is pear-shaped in Dystopia. Every Wednesday night at 8:30. Yes, it's pear-shaped, and we hope you'll come to see us and don't be late. Yes, it's pear-shaped. It's just a favour to come in, and we hope that you'll be coming back again to pear-shaped in Dystopia. Every Wednesday night at 8:30.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pear-Shaped in Dystopia. Not Pistopia, Dystopia. Ladies and gentlemen, Pear-Shaped in Dystopia. London's second worst comedy club in the whole bleeding universe.
Yes, cyberspace as well.
In cyberspace. Yeah.
We've got some new artwork. Look.
Right.
New artwork.
Okay.
New artwork. Well, they're not new. We just found frames for them.
Yeah. They're old. The frames are new.
They're all
the
Brian's
pictures
work. You can buy them if you want.
Oh. You keep on about money all the
I
time.
know, because we haven't got any, that's why.
Yeah, but it makes us more artistic.
Oh,
If we had money, it would spoil whatever.
Look what not having any money does to Brian. Look at that.
It would spoil whatever magic we've got. You're very sarcastic tonight. I mean,
I'm always sarcastic. I just don't normally say it out loud.
Oh, all right. I'm Brian. This is Krysstal, my glamorous assistant, head of fucking up the tech
Sarcasm.
and stuff, sarcasm, and begging for money. That's what she does.
Yeah,
and
I'll do it all right.
I have to say, you do a really good job of it.
Thanks very
You
much.
do a really good job of not making us look too professional, because the one thing I can't stand in comedy is when it's all a bit too slick, you know? But we can't be accused of that, can we, being slick?
No.
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 Right, well, that's just me playing for time, because I actually can't think of it. I can't think of anything to say. Haven't you got
any of your jokes?
No jokes, no opinions, nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Now that Donald Trump has gone, there's nothing to live for. I met somebody, and yeah, nice, very nice girl. I said, could I have a word? She said, piss off.
That's 2 words, isn't it?
Yeah, I said I only wanted one. She said, fucking idiot. So, that's a joke. That's a joke, isn't it? Yeah, that's my that's my topical political joke.
Right, yeah.
And there's another one about my best friend who met my worst enemy on Facebook, and now they both blocked me. This thing is in my way. It's blocking out my face.
Well, you told me to put it down there.
Look, can you put it back up where it was?
Oh my God.
Up the top.
This thing is for donations, in case you're wondering what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to speak about that, apparently.
No, don't keep going on about money all the
Yeah,
time.
I keep going on and on about money.
I know what we can do. I know what we can. You know, I hate parodies.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think we should do a parody.
Time for a parody,
just to illustrate how much I hate them. Something romantic. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances I'd be humping you before the night was through? Something in your eyes was so exciting, something in your thighs seemed so inviting, something in my Levi's told me I must have you. Strangers in the night, you wore suspenders, we were strangers in the night, up to that moment when we said our first hello. Hello. You all right? Yeah. Good.
It's going great, isn't it?
Yeah. Little did we know, love was just a glance away,
and then I threw my pants away.
And ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, tied up with leather. God, these words are shite for strangers in the night. Strangers in the night. Strangers in the night.
So that was for love, because it was Valentine's Day on Sunday, wasn't it? So
yeah, that was.
we might as well do a love show.
For all the lovers.
Love show.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we should put Robert White on now.
Yeah.
Because
It's lovely, isn't
he'll
he?
make up. Yeah, he'll make up for what we just did. So it's our job to lower the tone, and we've got some acts for it, and they're going to bring it back up, and we're going to bring it back down again, and they're going to bring it back up, and let's see who wins.
Okay, here we go.
3 weeks we've had of lockdown and 3 weeks more we've been given. As such, I want to pause and contemplate. So this is a prelude in the classical form entitled Coronavirus. Prelude for piano in F minor.
Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? Like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right. I think that's enough music for the beginning. So let's have some intelligent humour from Jack Samuel Warner.
We're not having Mr. Miller?
No,
Mr.
forget
Miller's
about
on.
no. Don't worry
We
about it.
told Jack it was after Mr. Miller.
Oh right, and let's have Mr. Miller. I don't,
You're just changing all the order, aren't you?
oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know where he is. Where is he?
There he is. That's him there.
Bob the Builder. Oh,
Yeah.
he's in disguise. Here we go, Mr. Miller.
Well, Donald Trump has gone. Donald Trump has finally gone. But that made me think about the people who came before. It made me think about Barack Obama. And you have to remember that however good a president is, they always have something about them that is bad. And what Barack Obama had that was really bad was he kept quoting Bob the Builder, yes we can. Yes we can. I mean, there are not many people in the world worse than Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder is terrible. I mean, I just cannot stand Bob the Builder. For one thing, there's his chirpy theme tune. Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder, yes we can. God. The thing is, it sounds great, doesn't it? Bob the Builder, can we fix it? But then eventually you think to yourself, well, Bob's the only builder in this town. This town that's called Bobsville. I mean, that's a bit like Stalingrad, isn't it? You know, when the town is named after you and you're the only person in the town who matters. And then you start to think that's really sinister. Because all the jobs that Bob works on, where he's fixing things, the things must have been built by the local builder. And as Bob has a complete and total monopoly on all the building in Bobsville, that means that the reason Bob is repairing things is because he didn't build them properly in the first place. Basically, Bob is a dodgy builder. He can't even build things that don't fall down, so he has to keep going back and repairing them. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Do they not think, well, this thing's fallen down. Who built it? It must have been Bob, because he's the only local builder we know. There is only one. Therefore, Bob has to have sold us a load of rubbish in the first place, a building that's going to fall down, and then we have to keep getting Bob back to repair it. It's a vicious cycle. Someone needs to look into this. I mean, it's obviously wrong. For one thing, there's a public-private partnership going on here because Bob owns the town, so they're paying in taxes for Bob to build things that don't work. It isn't just private people building things. He builds everything. He builds the roads. And they don't work and have to be repaired. Well, that's because he didn't build them properly in the first place. This is worse than Croydon Council. It's only a matter of time before Bobsville goes into liquidation and has to issue a Section 114 notice because Bob built it all wrong. Bob is the problem in Bobsville. I mean, it's like stuff.
Jack Samuel Warner, thank you.
Well, hello and good evening, everyone. It's absolutely lovely to be here. My name is indeed Jack Samuel Warner, and it's really nice to be performing live comedy again. I've thinking how long it's been now. I don't think I've been performing live comedy, well, since the accident, incident, investigation, arrest, trial, sentencing, sentence, rehabilitation, release, and re-offence. So it's lovely to be anywhere, really. Thank you for the slight alpha, the tiniest of chuckles. That's enough for me to carry on. That's enough. That's all I need. It's lovely to be here, as I said. I'm going to do my usual. I'm very much aware you've got a whole evening of comedy up ahead of you. So I'm just going to do my usual 45 minutes of new material, and then we'll see how we get on. I'm only joking. It will be a full hour. Technology, when I used to do that, people had to drag me off stage, and now they can click with the button, so we'll see how that works. As I said, it's nice doing new stuff. Maybe I've heard a bit of new stuff here. You know what they say, you throw enough shit at the wall, you will be asked to leave the museum. The things about me that I should start with: I was raised by wolves, supporters. As a child, I was so odd, the circus ran away and joined me. People ask me why I choose to wear the beard. It's a little bit embarrassing, actually. The reason I choose to wear the beard is to cover up a tattoo I have of a beard. If you just shave my head entirely, I'd look very much like a Lego pirate. Speaking about Lego, I don't know if any of you have ever stepped barefoot on a bit of Lego. Yeah, that's the same pain that a Lego man has with each and every step. Because they're made out of Lego. That's why that would hurt. I think some people have realised, watching that back over many years, people needed that extra bit. I don't know about you guys missing lockdown. I'm missing the pubs. I'm really missing the high street boozers, £2 a pint. I don't know if you've ever been to one of these places and you've met someone and you're getting on really well and you decide to go back to their place, or perhaps your place if mum's out. But by the time you get back, you're actually too drunk to do anything but cuddle. I call that weatherspooning. Or Yates mates, whatever you like to call it. That's just what I say. So much time and so little to say. Let's see how this goes. I must apologise. I'm feeling a little bit odd today. This morning I woke up in a skip. Not a metal one of the crisps. I'm all prawn cocktaily. I taste like the 70s. Would anyone like to taste me? You can't, it's too far away. Again, I was so tired this morning that instead of a moisturising soap, I washed my face with an actual dove. Did you get grey doves? It could have been a pigeon. I washed my face with a pigeon. It didn't have any wings. It was a rat. I washed my face with a rat. It wasn't moving. It was a dead rat. I washed my face with a dead rat. It could have been a flannel. Now I think about it now. I don't know. I once worked in a library. The good thing about no laughs is you can do the jokes quicker, and I've got so much to say. I once worked in a library. On one occasion, I actually had to shush a young lady for singing Bjork's It's So, So Quiet. She did think I was joining in. I like finding stuff out about the world. I don't know if you've heard this. A few kind of experiments you can do. If you were to take twins, identical twins, and separate them at birth, give one a rich, luxuriant upbringing, take the other child, deprive them of the most basic care, love, and attention, then it's seriously doubtful you'd be allowed to foster again. Social services are quite clear. You only get to experiment on one set of adoptive children. I think that's a rule. Subsection 3. I don't know. Another thing I found out, I don't you know this, mice don't actually like cheese. Mice like shitting in my cupboards. Cows, don't you know, cows can't go upstairs. Cows can't go upstairs. They can get up the stairs fine, but they can't get downstairs. That's why in the event of a fire, you're not allowed to use the lifts. The lifts are for the cows. That's the reason. I like other things to say. You know what they say? You can lead a unicorn to water, but you can't make it real. The unicycle, that's another thing. The unicycle. Who looked at a bike and thought, you know what that needs? Less wheels. Again, technically should be fewer wheels, but it doesn't work well for that one. Oh, so I think to tell you, this is really exciting. If someone doesn't know their arse from their elbow, okay, don't accept any offer of help with some elbow grease. That's just a little tip for me. I'm a little bit. I've got just good news though. I had my driving ban lifted after these years. I'm a little bit nervous about driving again, but I'll be right after a few drinks. That's good to know. Here's another quandary for you, okay? You are on a fast-moving train. Up ahead on the track, there are 5 innocent people tied awaiting certain doom. There is a switch, however, on the train, which, if pressed, diverts the carriage to a second track where a single member of your family is tied. Here's the quandary. Given that there's no driver, there's no conductor, do you sit in first class? Of course you do. No one to check. Put your feet up on the seats. Who cares? Exactly right. First time, of course, I saw a metal toast rack. I didn't think there was for locking up tiny bicycles. You may say, who's got a bicycle that small? How do you think the Lurpak man gets to his trombone lessons? I can't believe well done. Al just remembers the Lurpak man, which is fantastic because that's a nice little image in the head, just him going along there. Brilliant. Another thing I was going to share with you, I can't believe, this is one thing I can't believe. I cannot believe that we had castles for hundreds of years before anyone thought to make them bouncy. Fuck having a moat, just do the running, just power off. You'd have the invading forces, wouldn't you? Once more into the breach, dear friend, cry God for Harry, England, St. George. What was that? Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. Quickly, take your shoes off. And then you get attacked with party poppers and so more. It's quite hard to act out that last bit while you're in a chair. The first time I saw a bike rack, I think, Christ, think of the size of the toast. That's where we're going to end it. I've had a lovely time. I've been Jack Warner. Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Hello, I'm Alan. I was a full-time audience member at Pear for about 5 or 6 years. But as you can see, I've been on holiday, been to Barbados, went on the same plane as Captain Tom. Really got on my fucking nerves, pacing up and down for 8 hours. People on the plane were generous towards him, kept giving him change, put it in his pocket, which ironically slowed him down terribly. When I got to Barbados, they put you up for free. If they think you've got COVID, you've got to quarantine for free in somewhere like the place behind me. Got back, 175 quid a night to stay in a travel lodge. Anyway, as the test showed, I'm remaining positive. Can you all welcome Alex Love?
Hello?
Hello?
Can anyone hear me? Is it working?
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah. No.
Gonna let you into a little secret, everyone. This isn't even plugged in. I'm pre-taping this set, so there you go. The switcheroo there deployed. A bit of visual comedy for you. Hello, my name is Alex Love, and I don't do these online gigs very often. I only ever do them if I'm asked. So this is the first one I've actually done. So thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. And I am recording this live pre-recorded from my mum's spare room. So you can see the washing drying there and some other clutter. And I've got a bit of a spotlight, so I'm trying to make it look as showbiz as I can in the circumstances. And I'm recording this from Stroud, my hometown of Stroud, where the lawnmower was invented. So you're welcome. In fact, whenever I see a lawnmower being used, it brings a tear to my eye. It's not so much pride, it's mainly grass allergies. And I used to be a reporter for a local newspaper around here. And local newspapers are actually really important in letting you know what's happening in your local area and also who from school is now a sex offender. And it's rarely a shock either. It's more, yeah, that makes sense actually, think about it. I mean, a lot of clues over the years. And local newspapers, they were struggling for survival for many years, even before I started working for them. And the pandemic, they've actually done quite well out of them because they charge, a bit of inside information, they charge more for death notices than other family announcements and classified ads. So they charge more for that. So they've actually done quite well out of the pandemic. That's quite a lot of cash that's coming their way. But if you want to save some money, if you are unfortunate enough to lose a friend or relative, then don't go in the family announcements page, go to the classifieds ad and put one of those in, and you'll save about 30 quid. Something along the lines of Derek Matthews of Stroud, aged 85, died, or nearest offer. Don't put a contact number though, you may get some calls from probably undertakers trying to sell you something. And something that I did used to cover a lot has actually been in the news recently, and the parish council meetings. Right there, shout out to Jackie Weaver. And I was covering parish council meetings a long time before they came mainstream. Yeah, I was there in the glory days when it was still a bit edgy. And they go on for a very long time, parish council meetings. And I feel my editor lied to me when she sent me to my first one to cover, because she told me that they took minutes. They really don't. They take about 3 hours, whereas people at least 30 years older than me talk essentially about nothing for all that time. Basically, on the agenda, some teenagers have been drinking on the village green, and the village hall has got some new curtains. That was it. And they stretched that out for 3 hours. And afterwards, I was so depressed, I just needed a drink on the village green. And then I went back next month to find out somebody had graffitied on the village hall, "The new curtains look shit." And strangely enough, it was also in journalist shorthand. So, don't know who that was. The most exciting story that I wrote in my final week as a reporter for a local paper was this animal sanctuary got in touch to say that they'd taken in a baby pigeon, but it's not just any baby pigeon, it is a giant baby pigeon. So I was ringing around wildlife experts, sent them a picture of it. I mean, it was huge. It was a massive baby pigeon, and they didn't know. So in my intro, I wrote, a giant baby pigeon has experts in a flap. There you go. That's why people buy local newspapers, isn't it? Or maybe not. Maybe that's why they're declining, possibly in sales before the pandemic. Obviously, they improved things. So the next week, we had an update on the giant baby pigeon, because the animal sanctuary got in touch with us again to say that the owner had seen the baby pigeon in our paper and had got in touch to reclaim their giant baby pigeon. And we found out why it's so big. Right, ready? The reason it's so big is because it's just quite a large breed of pigeon. That was it. Thanks for the punchline, Animal Sanctuary. I'm just going to leave it on one last thing before I go. A lot of people say to me that you must have written a lot of jokes during the pandemic, all this time at home. No, I haven't. I've written 2 jokes. One of them I can't remember, so I'm going to tell you the one that I can remember, because I've actually got a lot of respect for drug dealers, because they may not all have style, but they all have substance. I'm Alex Love. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Alex Love. And now, you're gonna love the beautiful mandolin music from El Mandolino.
Tune. Bobby. I think you guys are muted. Your microphone's crossed out. Yep, that one.
Mute.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
one.
we just did all this very funny stuff that nobody
Yeah.
knew.
Well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Krysstal showing what she knows about tech. So that was very smooth. Very smooth. And she's not only a looker, she's good at tech. And talking of good-looking people, yeah, as you can see, we're both quite good-looking, but we're naturally beautiful. Whereas some people they need extra bits added or taken away or whatever. So we've got a little song for them actually. And having heard that wonderful music, I'll tell you what, you don't want too much music. Hang on, before we do that, I'll do some jokes. La 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 la. Here, I've just had my first book published.
Have you?
Yeah, ventriloquism for dummies. That's good, isn't it? Ventriloquism for dummies. Hey, just fucking, I like that.
It was Publish Your Own Pottery.
Yeah, publish your own pottery. That's the other one. Yeah, and my mate came round the other night.
Yeah, did he?
Did he? No, did he?
Did he?
Yeah, he come round, he shoved a hose up my arse. With friends like that, who needs enemas? Hey! Fucking hell. Oh, it's getting butter all the time. Eddie Izzard came to one of our gigs and he came up to me after and he said, great set, great set, great set. And I haven't even got a fucking badger. All right. Well, that was one of his jokes.
Yeah, it's sort of obvious that you're looking there because you keep going off to the
Yeah,
side.
I'm looking down here to ad lib. I have to look down to the left to ad lib. Yeah,
Get
that's it.
inspiration and
All
you
right,
come back
hang
in
on.
and
I'm looking down here, right, to ad lib off me iPad. You fucking spoilt the magic now.
but you keep disappearing off the screen.
Yeah, but that's all right. I'm coming back with magic.
Yeah, but you've got to have, you know,
Why is
camera
it-
sense.
All you do is start arguments. Oh, God.
I think we should just put 2 mins of pat and mat on.
All right.
And we'll sing later.
Yeah, I'll try and get my sense of humour back.
Right, you ready then?
Yeah.
This is 2 mins of pat and mat.
Yeah. Come on.
Hi, Sean.
Yeah.
Catherine, hello and bonjour. Comment tu t'appelles? Je m'appelle Jean-Claude et je joue du piano. Welcome to 2 mins of pat and mat. So that was that was French.
Oh, I thought it was gibberish. Sorry.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Catherine, here's a question.
Mhm.
Do you like stuff?
Is this a drugs question, Sean?
Whatever you want it to be.
Because if you are talking about drugs, then yeah, absolutely. Yeah, all of them. I like all stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Send it to my PO box. If it's not drugs, then nah, not really into it.
Okay. So you basically you're saying just say no to non-drugs.
Yeah, to everything else. Because like I've got money because I'm a grown up and I work, so I can buy whatever really.
Yeah.
But drugs are still quite expensive. So if you do want to give me them, yes, please.
I can't say I approve, Catherine. I think at your age you should be getting low on life.
Oh, I am. I truly am. Hence the drugs. Do you like stuff, Sean?
Some stuff, yeah. I mean, I like nice stuff.
Yeah.
I like
Like
that.
drugs?
No, nice stuff. There's stuff that's nice. I don't like bad stuff.
No, that's rubbish.
None of that.
Like your kids.
I mean, sometimes I watch this, so I'm not going to answer that one.
Mary says she's 29, but she's been a very good friend of mine for over 40 years. Her husband dyes his hair jet black, although his back and sack and crack are at least 50 shades of grey. He can no longer use his eyes to demonstrate remote surprise or even vague recognition. Injected poisons can't be wise, but he believes those surgeons' lies, all of his own volition. So do us all a favour and leave yourself alone. You've had so many nips and tucks, there's nothing that's your own. How do I recognise you when I meet you in the street? And you're wearing someone else's face, and you've even got new feet. Young Helen's brand new plastic tits have started leaking just a bit, and the poor girl is looking so deflated. But we've had a whip round down the pub to get the buggers pumped back up, and when it's done, the lads will be elated. So why not try to age with style? We're only here for a little while. Don't you think it's a good idea to enjoy it? You won't be coming back again. So while you're at it, take that brain and every now and then just employ it. So do us all a favour and leave yourself alone. You've had so many nips and tucks, there's nothing that's your own. How do I recognise you when I meet you in the street? And you're wearing someone else's face, and you've even got new feet. And you're wearing someone else's face, and you've even got new feet.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Mulholland. Hello.
Hello. Lovely to speak to all you wonderful people here in Dystopia. They told me comedy was dead, but now as I shout into my camera in my spare bedroom, let's see if we can't Weekend at Bernie's the fucker. Jesus, honestly, I don't know about you. I'm not coping well at the moment. I know I'm meant to like be a comedian, like cheer you up and bring you like good news, but there's fucking none, is there? It's shit at the moment. Like cheering people up at the moment. It's like, what do you fucking say? It might be over in a bit, maybe. Fingers crossed. I've no idea what's happening. Like I've just completely lost my mind, I think, in the third one. Like the third lockdown, I think, has been by far the worst of the trilogy for me. I've not enjoyed it at all. Because like in the first one, everyone was like, let's bake banana bread, and there was like a little bit, like when you'd walk past people, there's a little bit of feeling of like, we're all in this together, we'll have a little clap. And now when I hear my neighbours go outside with a pot and pan, I want to ram it up their fucking ass. I'm so like the neighbourly love is gone. Like we started a WhatsApp group on my street too early. That was the problem. We got into it straight away. We're like, we'll all swap numbers and look after each other. And to be honest, I hope they fucking get it. Every single one. It's just bitching, just arguing. You were playing your music at 11 p.m. Yeah, well, I'm going fucking mental. I need to do something. Honestly, they can probably hear me through the fucking walls, to be honest. This is the problem with doing comedy in your own house. The neighbour that you complain about is very fucking close to you. There hasn't even been at least in the last, the first ones, there was it was constantly changing as well. Shit was going on. I don't know about you, I've not been able to follow any of this. Apparently the rules have changed 64 times. I'm allowed a haircut for a fucking year. I just don't understand. There's not even that joy anymore. There's not even Boris coming out every week, dipping into his tombola to find new rules. Number 33, that is gyms in Leicester. Sorry, guys, closed. It's just bleakness this time. And like, we've ran out of conversation as well. It's just me and my missus here, right? And I'm not here to complain about her. She's fucking amazing. Like, I have learned over this, I'm definitely with the right person. I want to spend the rest of my life with her, definitely. But I also kind of never want to talk to her again. Do you know what I mean? We've ran out. Like, we haven't got any new information for each other. We haven't got any new stories. All we do is describe a dog walk we've just been on to each other. Like, that's every day. Just, did he shit near a swing? Fucking brilliant. Like, it's the only stories we've got. Like, and like the little things built up over this, right? We've the only like major issue we've had, me and my missus, is right. She's vegetarian, and right, it's causing grief because she wants me to be vegetarian, and I would consider it if ever once she came up with a good argument, but she never has, right? What she always says to me is, she goes, right, the reason you should be a vegetarian is, right, if an animal could talk, you wouldn't be able to kill it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I regularly want to kill people, right? Because they've spoken to me. What makes you think a cow's going to be any fucking different? Like, realistically, what is a sheep going to say to me that makes its babies not delicious in a kebab? Come on. Like, she goes to me, right, the reason you shouldn't do it is cruel, and you definitely shouldn't eat pigs, because pigs are so intelligent. I was like, if they were that fucking smart, they wouldn't have made themselves out of fucking sausage, right? And like, they're saying they're that smart. Have you seen a slaughterhouse? There's like 1,000 pigs and one farmer. If you're that clever, team up, right? Get a bit of a strategy going. Some cunt even wrote you a book on how to take over a farm. Fucking read it. It's only like 200 pages, you thick cunts. Honestly, then she goes, I'll show you some footage from the abattoir. That'll show you how horrible it is. Then you'll feel bad. And I was like, to be honest, I didn't think they were going in there for a fucking spa weekend as it was. Right? I didn't think they were getting a shiatsu massage and a bit of fucking Reiki healing. I've seen the shape of bacon and I've seen the shape of a pig. I reckon whatever that process is probably quite rough. She kept going though. She kept going at me, kept coming like constantly. And I'm like, look, right. Eventually got to a point where, look, we are total equals, right? We are total equals, but at a certain point you have to put your foot down. I had to. I was like, look, right, I am a strong, independent man with my own thoughts and my own opinions, and no matter how much you chip away at me, no matter how much you try and fucking nag me, I will stay strong. I will stay strong to my own beliefs. And what I'm trying to say is I've been vegetarian for nearly a year. She ground me down. To be honest, I was pretty easy to get, because just before lockdown I took a load of acid and went to the Sea Life Centre, and I really bonded with an octopus, right? I was vulnerable. So I went into the supermarket one day and I picked up a pack of sausages, and I just got this war flashback to this pig on a hook that she'd shown me, this footage. I was like, fuck, I'm vegetarian. Off to the corn aisle like the little bitch I am. Like, maybe they've got some meat replacement bollocks I can strap to myself. I was gutted, like, because I didn't want to be vegetarian, you know. I had to come out as vegetarian to my Yorkshire family. It was fucking horrible. Like, my gran and granddad have never left the Yorkshire village they grew up in, right? They've just never left. They've never interacted with a single person from another culture, and to be honest, they're pretty sure they don't want to. But even with that allowed for, it would have been easier coming out to them as a gay Muslim than a vegetarian. Fucking horrible. Tell you what, like, the thing that's been doing me in the most is, like, when my missus gets bored, she starts asking questions that she should know better than to ask, right? There are certain questions where just fucking leave it alone, right? So she goes to me, right, tell me this. When you're alone, having a bit of private time, just you, do you ever think about me? Fucking no. Of course I don't. I've got an active imagination and an internet connection. What are you on about? Because, like, my girlfriend's amazing. She is beautiful and sexy and wonderful. But there are women on the internet who are all of those things, but had disturbing childhoods and have no self-respect anymore. Right? I'm looking at them. And I refuse to feel any shame for this, because, like, I think there is a thing now with, there has been a liberation of women's sexuality, and I think it's fucking brilliant. But I think men need to reclaim a little bit of it too. Because we always see our wanking as like grubby and dirty. We're all alone and dirty, and it's a shameful secret. But women like to pretend that the way they masturbate is this beautiful, elegant thing, like they're spreading tulip petals on their bed before romancing themselves. And it's bullshit because I've seen the equipment they use. There is nothing romantic about shagging a fucking cement mixer. Have you seen these industrial machinery that women are using now? Like, they've got heads all over the place, they're vibrating in 48 different ways, and then they've got the audacity to be like, why can't you make me come? Because your pussy is dead. It is numb. You have killed it. Right? That pussy had 9 lives and you took 8 on one hangover. Leave it alone. It's been a long lockdown. Guys, this has been a joy. I absolutely love Pear Shaped and Brian and Krysstal, so thank you so much for having me. And yeah, stay sane, because I need people to buy tickets to shows after this, and you like comedy, so, you know, be nice to see you. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll be Rob Mulholland. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only Rob Mulholland. Thank you.
I see buses now bright and clean. The streets don't have crap everywhere. I ate my food off the floor at Piccadilly Circus and had a shower in the fountain at Trafalgar Square. And I think to myself, what a wonderful unpolluted world. The foxes don't all look like roadkill. The pigeons don't look like zombies with leprosy. There's elephants back in Elephant Castle, and in the Thames a dolphin swam with me. And I think to myself, what a wonderful other world. There's no people walking anywhere or shaking hands or even smiling or saying anything and not even walking past. Nature looks on and says, last.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the wonderful Robert White with his beautiful music. I was going to do a little bit more music, but no, what has happened is His Excellency has arrived.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is really, really important that you listen to me. I am currently in the United Kingdom. These are solemn times, people. This coronavirus is a completely unprecedented event for this, except for the Spanish flu. It is the biggest threat to the United Kingdom since the attempted coup by Jim Davidson, Lenny Henry, and Kit Chegwin in 1978. That coup was led by my uncle, Flight Lieutenant Colonel Banjoko OBONJO III, who I shot. There has been talk by certain newspaper editors that I'm not listening to experts on how to deal with this threat. Fake news. I am listening to the experts. I'm listening to the experts from our friends in Brazil and the White House. I'm listening to the best scientists in the Wicca community. I've had those newspaper editors shot. There's also false talk by BBC presenters that I'm not setting a good example in my personal behavior or making personal sacrifices. Fake news. I am self-isolating in my second best palace with my second, third, and fourth wives. And my bodyguard, and my chauffeur, and my chefs, and my personal fitness trainer, Joe Wicks. These are key workers. I've had those radio presenters shot. So tonight, I want to update you on the latest steps we are taking to fight general COVID, as I call it, the disease, and what you can do to help. We are all in this together. I am standing shoulder to shoulder with you. I'm putting my arms around you, straining every sinew and social distancing. Some commentators have said that I am crazy because I have not banned any sports or cultural events. That is easy. I have instead renamed this year 2022, so it is quite safe. I've had those commentators shot. I am making another big personal sacrifice. My show called Stolen, the story of how Channel 4 copied my character and act, will not be debuted this year, but will likely be debuted next year in front of 400 people. Doctors have created rumors that our health service is not fit for purpose in this epidemic. Fake news. We have a fantastic healthcare system. I call it the Nigerian Health Service. We have the best healthcare system in the world. These doctors say that the gowns, masks, and aprons that I'm selling, them very cheaply, only £100 each, are made from unread Daily Mail newspapers and fall apart. Fake news. I have had those doctors shot. It is vital to slow the spread of the disease. We're leaving no stone unturned. We're working round the clock. It is my absolute top priority. We are ramping up the action. I have told people to stay at home during this pandemic, except for my birthday celebration parade, which will be limited to only 500,000 people. And as from tomorrow, people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following reasons. If they want to buy my DVD, my multiple award 5-star 2019 Edinburgh Scotland show, goodbye, Mr. President. I'm also sending a letter to all my subjects to boost your morale in these unprecedented times. Anyone eating pigeons will be shot. My cabinet has also taken the following action because Britain has a new cabinet. My Minister for Health, Rihanna, is distributing weed. My Minister for Food, Kim Kardashian, is sending out recipes on Instagram using healthy foods like fries, burgers, kebabs, and deep-fried Mars bars from Edinburgh, Scotland in England. And my Minister for Hygiene, Johnny Depp, is recommending that everybody take a shower at least once a year. We are moving from heaven and heart, and I'm 100% sure that we are going to fight and deliver what we need to do to open the borders in this country. That is all I have to say. It's really amazing how the tables have turned. Whilst I am making this speech under house arrest in my house in Luton, the tables have turned because I am a military dictator and a civilian prime minister puts me under house arrest. It is no coincidence that he ended up with COVID. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, President OBONJO! President OBONJO. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, before we go into the roll call...
Hang on, we've got a comment saying...
What have we got?
Can you say a happy birthday to my friend Gustav?
Happy birthday to my friend Gustav.
Happy birthday
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gustav. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? Bit of harmony.
Lovely.
Bit of harmony. Bit of harmony.
Harmonising.
And
right, so we're
hang on,
going
yeah, we've got
to do
some
the roll
more.
call.
Yep. Boyce Bailey says, yeah, it's Jack. So he's very fucking observant, that Boyce Bailey.
Somebody wants us to bring Dickie Richards back.
Yeah, I think we should.
Well, we
should.
will.
He does
It's gotta
cheat
be on
though.
every week.
That bit, the thing about Dickie, right? Dickie tells jokes, and I think it spoils it for the rest of us. Right? He does it. Joke, 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 joke. No, he does joke, laugh, joke, laugh, joke, laugh, joke, laugh. We just do. Well, we
miss them out.
Yeah, who needs laughs? We don't. In fact, look, this is to give you some idea of what tonight would have been like if we had laughed. Yeah. Yeah, if you'd have had all that old shit in between the jokes and bits, it wouldn't have been any good at all.
It would have just taken longer.
Yeah, it would, yeah. That's the great thing about this, is that it doesn't take quite so long, you know.
What are you doing next?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Fiddling about.
We were going to do
The roll
something.
call.
No, all right, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first act that you saw was...
Robert White.
Robert White! Yes! Lovely. Robert White. See, you should press a laugh every time I announce somebody. So that get some laughs out of them. Let's that bit again.
Wait a minute.
Right?
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Right.
ladies and gentlemen, the first act you saw this evening was... and the second act that you saw this evening, it wasn't an act actually, it's our co-compare, but he can't be here tonight because he's got a life. So he was going on about fucking Bob the Builder. Give him a laugh. All right, that was Anthony Miller. That was, yeah, and he was followed by Alex Love. That officially the first up with
Was it Jack Samuel Warner?
So it's the same thing.
Jack
Alex Love,
Warner,
Jack Samuel.
there he
What's the
is.
difference?
Well,
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, Jack Samuel Warner. Give me a laugh. Give me. Jack Samuel
wait,
Warner. After all these. And then we had Alex Love. Yeah. Woo,
Well,
woo,
we had Alan introducing.
yeah. God, you keep going on about details.
I know, we keep getting the order wrong.
Huh?
Alan did a bit of introduction.
Alan Lister, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Lister. Give me a this is gonna just get wearing me out.
Excuse that,
and
mate.
then. What happened then?
And then we had Alex Love.
Alex Love.
I'm live now. You'd had a video before.
Yeah.
This is the real one.
Yep,
And
live and dangerous.
he was followed by the beautiful, beautiful music of Al Mandolino. Now, if anyone deserves a laugh. Well done, Alan. Alan's finally got it right. This is episode 7. He sounded like shit for the first 6 episodes. We've got it all. It's all sorted out.
Oh, we forgot to tell Rob Mulholland to stay to the end. He's gone.
Hey?
Rob's gone.
Yeah, no, it's all right. He's a professional.
Oh.
He's gone.
He's
Yeah.
gone home
He
early.
came, he saw, he conquered, and he fucked off. That's to me, that's perfectly
And-
sensible.
And then we had 30 seconds of silence because your mic was off.
Yeah, that's because of you, isn't it? That was your
Yeah,
fault. Give yourself a laugh.
I was trying to get the picture.
And who says there's no laughs in online comedy? I'm going to find some more for next week. I quite like this.
We had 2 minutes of pattern math.
2 minutes of pattern math. By Rob Mulholland, it came, saw, conquered, and fucked off. What happened then? It was
Well, we were going to do another love song, but then His Excellency arrived.
His Excellency arrived.
to,
So, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency President OBONJO. Thank you. Some people don't know what time to laugh. They don't time.
We just need those laughing tracks at a live gig.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
especially pear-shaped.
the reason I got these laughs was I thought, well, if it's good enough for snooker and it's good enough for tennis, it's good enough for rugby and it's good enough for football,
Having
fuck 'em, we
virtual
can have some laughs, we can have a bit of audience reaction. That bloke at the football, he must have a great... and the snooker, right? He's probably got 3 buttons. One of them is that was a good one, wasn't it? And the other one, oh, he really fucked that up. Oh, you know. So it's got laughs and
They've got them
groans.
in the tennis, and they keep the person. Because I've been living in a different time zone for the last week and a half. I've been watching the Australian Open, and they had an audience and they got rid of them and they're coming back. But the person in charge of the button there keeps pressing the clapping too early before the rally's finished. They think, oh, that was a good shot. Oh, it must be finished. And then the person gets it back and they have to stop it again.
Yeah.
And then they have to bring it on again.
I think you should give yourself a laugh after that. That was hilarious.
Michael Ayres made a comment, has it started?
Oh,
No.
That's nice. isn't
No, it hasn't.
That's nice. He was on their first episode, and he's probably still sorting his fucking sound out.
Yeah. So we've had a donation already. Thank
No.
you.
No.
I won't tell you your name, but you've just commented, and
Yeah.
so thank you for your comment and thank you for your
Thank
donation.
you. Who was it? Michael Ayres?
No,
was it him that
it was
donated?
the other one.
Yeah, the other one. All right.
I can mention them by name, but I don't want to embarrass them.
Alright.
Yeah, so
You don't want the others to know that there's
anyone
somebody
else who
with
wants
money
to
watching
donate,
this. Oh, that's nice.
yeah, so that's what the QR code is for. Any amount is fun. Any amount is appreciated. And
Stop going on about
if you can't
money.
use the QR code, go to the website,
Oh.
Pear Shaped Comedy.
Money, money, money.
That's it
so
now.
funny. In a rich man's world.
So,
yeah, so that's it. We haven't forgotten to announce anybody, have we?
no, we did Robert White. We did have a couple of things for. We had two minutes of platinum.
So I'm going to take the guitar off now,
the guitar off and have a chat.
You won't believe this, but I'm not going to be hilarious anymore now. I think I've peaked.
I think we peaked with our audience at about 11 or 12. We're down to 9 now. They gradually start drifting away.
Yeah, just like
they've
the
all
real
gone.
Pear
Yeah,
Shaped.
when we clear the room, we end the broadcast.
Yeah. Do you remember the nights when we were afraid to have an interval? And another night, when if we didn't like them in the first half, we would have an extra long interval, so they wouldn't fuck off. So, that worked as well.
Thanks, Stephen Rice. It was a lovely night.
Thank you, Stephen. Yeah, it's marvellous,
Crawler.
Yeah, groveler.
Lovely arse crawler.
Yeah. Who do you think you are, Spike Milligan? So, so thank you very much. That was very nice, and it's well, it wasn't actually, because I've been ill for 2 days now. I've spent the last couple of weeks telling people, oh, I had the thing and I had the jab, and it's no side effects whatsoever. Well, fuck me, for the last 2 days I've had headaches, sore neck, aches and pains, lumps, the shits, everything. So I still haven't quite recovered. And last night I think I got to sleep at about 5 o'clock and got up and I felt like shit all day. So it's sort of I checked out the symptoms and I thought, yeah, these are all the side effects. So
You had it 3 weeks ago.
I know, but
Anyway.
I've got it. It's sort of there's no reason for it. I've only been out once in 3 weeks. That was yesterday. I walked about a mile, and I've felt like shit ever since. And I went to bed early.
Your cousin
that's not
says
right,
hello,
is it?
Tim Egan.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
We hope you recover. We hope you recover.
Is it?
I think you should have started with this monologue. Just opened the gig really straight out with the 2 days of solid illness.
Why are we echoing now?
Well, there you go.
He just wants sympathy. It hasn't been that bad.
Yeah. I am thinking. Just think of the material. The material coming out of me.
I've got a question for you, Brian.
Go on.
It's just something I thought of. Normally, when you have malaria, they inject you through the bum. Why are they doing it through the arm? I don't know. Just a question in terms of COVID. Just a thought.
I don't know. I don't. Well, they've got used to doing it.
Have
through
you
the arm, haven't they?
looked at an 80-year-old's bum recently?
Yeah.
Not without having to enter
like
my
that,
credit
Joe.
card details.
I'm trying to find the cheek. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's always through the arm now. Isn't it?
School teacher humour, eh?
But I seriously think that I've had it just for the last 2 days. It's been most peculiar. It's like it's for no reason, So
We don't know that it's related to the vaccine. He had it 3 weeks ago, so...
I know. I'm not saying it is it, but everything matches up. Hello, cousin Tim.
He's in the comments. I don't know. We're commenting on the comments, so if you can't look to see the comments, you're wondering.
Are there any
what we're
more
talking
comments?
about.
Or are you just keeping the comments to yourself? Because we're all sitting here I know, it's just, you can go up the top, can't
Yeah,
you?
we've already gone through those.
Have you? Alright.
I have, anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's it, really. So,
Yeah, you just want to go home, don't you? I can sense it.
I am at home.
I'm talking to everybody else. I can sense it. They're all sitting there going, for fuck's sake, when's this going to end? It's already ended.
I'm just leaving a gap in case someone wants to say something.
Yeah.
I'm
You're fucking
still
teasing me. You're just teasing me.
Alex with Pear. See, Alex with
It's
Pear.
cool. Is this going on? Is this all part of the show? Is this?
This
or
is
this
still
been wrong?
streaming, yeah. I will end the stream.
So
but-
Oh dear.
they're going to see that all those comedians, they all talk when they're on stage, and they're like, got fuck all to say afterwards. Do you know?
So you're telling me wait and I asked the question about malaria? That's live.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Shit.
I was in a pub once years ago doing a thing, and I was shouting and roaring at the audience and being hilarious and having a wonderful gig. And I came down to the bar. We were having an interval. I came down to the bar to get a drink, and so I'm standing there at the bar, and there's a bloke standing next to me, and he's looking at me, and he's looking at me, and I said. It's cold, isn't it? He said, you cunt. He said, you're up there mouthing off and being hilarious all the fucking time. You come down to me and you talk about the fucking weather. So, anyway. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just fucking teasing me. You're giving me my own treatment from Pear Shaped. Thanks.
So, the old cousin says Dad sends his best, and then he said, I'll go on the live link next time.
All right.
He's laughing, because he is on the live
He's
link.
laughing. Oh.
He is on the live.
All right.
It's being sarcastic. He's taken over my sarcasm.
Tell him I spoke to his dad. I spoke to his dad earlier.
Well, he can hear you.
Yeah. And he told me that you're 60 now. Old geezer, innit? Old geezer, innit?
You're not as old as he is, though, is
No, I'm in my late 60s. I'm 70. God, this is fucking
Yeah.
tedious,
So-
isn't it? You lot should just fucking go.
Shall I end the live broadcast?
Yeah.
And then you can be in the green room, and then they'll probably chat
Yeah,
like
and you
crazy
don't have
then.
to say anything.
Well,
then. All right.
they'll be very chatty when they know they're not going out.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I think maybe Al's mandolin playing's putting him off.
He's only just started playing.
I know, it's putting me off.
I'm just winding things up, you know.
Well, he's filling in the black hole.
I'm waiting
Black
for the
hole?
strippers
You're not supposed to
arrive.
say black.
Oh, sorry, coloured hole.
The whole of colour.
Hole without colour. I don't know how you describe it. Right.
Are you implying Stephen Hawking was a massive racist?
He certainly was.
He certainly was.
Going around showing off in his wheelchair. I don't know. I've got a good joke on Facebook, but they said that the European Space Agency is looking for disabled astronauts, and I said I know people who'd give an arm and a leg for a job like that. See, isn't it hilarious? No, I've got no response to it.
Ableist.
Yeah, ableist.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I need to go. Nice to see everybody.
It was
Thanks,
a pleasure.
President.
Thank you very much.
See you, Bonjo.
for doing it.
Thank
And
you.
Nice to see you, Alex. See you, Alan.
Enjoy
Thank
the
you, Jack.
shootings.
Yeah, I will. That's all I've got right
Again,
now.
sometime
Shooting
when you've
people.
got an announcement to make, come back and announce it.
Yeah, we will. We will. Thank you.
Bye. Right, shall I, are we still live streaming? Do we want to end the live stream? Have we had enough? Have everybody had enough?
I don't know. Are the audience enjoying it more than we are?
Boyce Bailey wants Red Patagonian toothfish.
Huh?
We did,
Got a lot more comments.
Rare
For this bit.
Patagonian
we did it a
toothfish.
couple of weeks
Who
ago.
wants it?
Boyce Bailey.
All right.
Oh. we did it a couple of weeks ago.
I don't care. I'm sad and I'm blue and I know what to do. I'm a Patagonian toothfish. How can I get a kiss when I'm looking like this? I'm a Patagonian toothfish. A man on a ship with a hook in my lip. I'm a Patagonian toothfish. Stuck in a net, people seem to forget. I'm a Patagonian toothfish. I'm a Patagonian toothfish. I live on my own in the sea. That Patagonian toothfish. There must be somebody for me. A hot Patagonian toothfish. I'm looking to get me a wife. There's nobody there with some fucking rare could take me the rest of my life. I'm a Patagonian toothfish. I live on my own in the sea. Hot Patagonian toothfish. There must be somebody for me. A hot Patagonian toothfish. I really don't know what to do. If I had a wish, then you'd be a fish, and I'd make a meal out of you. You look a bit scrawny, but come so horny, I think I might settle for you. There we go. That was a special voice. Who will be performing his unique brand of comedy on Pear Shaped at some point or other.
On that note, I'm going to end the broadcast.
Yes,
It's
the broadcast is ending, and
1 hour, 15 minutes.
that doesn't mean that you're getting cut
You
off.
can
It
stay
just
in the
means
green
that-
room.
yeah.
We're going to end.
But nobody
Bye,
will
everybody out there in live StreamYard
in
land.
normal land. Goodbye.
Thank you for being
Thank
with
you.
us. We love you. Come back
Normal.
again.